Telerex organizes a technical webinar with an interesting subject that can bring value to our customers. Usually, we do this with one of our partners. Today, I have the pleasure to introduce to you Felipe Leiva from the company Aetina. Felipe is Technical Program Manager for EMEA. Aetina is a pioneer in edge AI solutions and part of the Innodis group of companies. They have their European headquarters in Eindhoven and have an extensive network of valuable partners, of which Telerex is a partner for Benelux. Before I introduce to you the subject, let us cover some practicals. This webinar is recorded, so you can revisit it again if you care to look at the details one more time. Or you can share the recordings with your colleagues who couldn't attend today. During the webinar, you can put your questions in the Q&A section of the webinar application. During the presentation of Felipe, I will watch these questions, and after the 30 minutes webinar, I will take these questions one by one, so Felipe can answer them in the 15-minute Q&A section afterwards. In case we cannot cover all questions, we will answer your specific question offline during next week. So, let's start. The subject of today is, as you know, Edge AI in motion, unlocking the power of NVIDIA Jetson for smart transportation and agriculture. Felipe, the floor is all yours.
This is Felipe speaking from Aetina. I would like to thank Telerex for inviting for this Tech Talk today. And as Peter said, we are going to introduce you solutions for agriculture and transportation as well, and factories with Edge AI. I'll be sharing here my screen presentation for today. So here I would like to introduce our vision and our mission for Aetina. So our organization is ready to explore and unlock limitless possibilities with our intelligence, our artificial intelligence. Our mission is to accelerate the intelligence at the edge of the business. That said, we have our partnership with Telerex since 2022. And Telerex is our focus partners in the Benelux region and the distribution for NVIDIA Jetson and also MXM and GPU card solutions. So why edge computing to success AI deployment? So here I listed the most key points of edge AI solution. So you have enable interactive and tuning AI models. AI models ready for deployment are also for POC. So you can develop your solution to the application of your need. You can save and control total owner costs with having the solution at the edge. Unlock various and unique industry applications with all the AI models that are available and able to be used for your application. Deliver low latency and having interoperability. So everything's processed at the edge, not necessary to connect to the cloud for computing. And also keeping the data private and security as well, because it's all on-premise. It's the solutions that are available from Aetina. Today, I'm going to talk about AI inference platforms and also the MXM and GPU cards. Okay. So we have solid experience in diverse industries, in manufacturing, logistics, smart city, security, retail, medical, automation, and agriculture. In the next slides, I'm going to present some cases, use scenarios as well. But first, I'd like to talk about the Jetson units. So device edges. We have solutions for platform, phone-based systems, and phone-less systems. So these are products with a target industry for smart drone, general industry, and agriculture. Okay. Well, let's start with live action and applications. So Edge AI in action, we have solutions here showing the screen with fish farming, also for transportation, wood stack counting, sorting, also in agriculture for herbicide control, and also for tow in the reading the plates of the cars. Okay, also train inspection for the railway, for the track, and the potato sorting, as you can see as well. Those solutions are all applied here in Europe. We have diverse partners, such as Telerex as well. So let's start here first with enhanced farming herbicide control. This is one solution that was applied in Norway. And as you can see in the pictures, you have the trunk in the farm, and in the top of the picture here, you can see, for example, spraying the herbicide. There are cameras that are analyzing the crop, and every point where it's necessary to spray the herbicide will be spraying. So there is precision herbicide application here. This will have a crop yield enhancement as well. For this one, we use AGX Orin 32. This is the picture of the product used from Aetina, which is a platform. And for this solution, the SDK framework used is the NVIDIA DeepStream. The NVIDIA DeepStream is one of the most powerful NVIDIA solutions for real-time video analytics, where you can connect multiple cameras and analyze at the edge. So the data is being captured and analyzed. And this is one of the applications in the agriculture, but could also be in smart cities to monitor public safety, for example. The point here is that, like I said in the beginning, when I was talking about the key points about using Edge AI solution, is that you don't need to connect to the cloud. So this, you reduce the time loss in analyzing, and also the bandwidth necessary to do the analytics. So this DeepStream from NVIDIA help to detect, track, and classify objects as well. Okay, so the next one, advanced control solutions. This is a solution applied in Germany for inspection, automation, and also for average speed control, red light and enforcement as well. For this one, was not necessarily very powerful computing capacity like the AGX Orin. In this case, the solution applied was Orin Nano, in some other case, Orin NX. Here is the picture of the product used, which is smaller than the previous one. For the SDK and frameworks, yes, we use a DeepStream with NVIDIA TensorRT for models acceleration. So DeepStream works even better combined with TensorRT. TensorRT helps to make AI models faster. It takes a trained model, for example, and let's say a model that detects the cars here, and optimize so it can run smoother and quicker in a Jetson hardware. So together, DeepStream and the TensorRT, they give us a powerful combo. So you can do real-time video processing and also ultra-fast AI inference. So it can manage all the things like the license plate recognition at the toll booths, for example, and monitor in agriculture, could monitor multiple crops as well without need of big servers, or also connection to clouds for analytics and processing. Okay, then the next one, I'd like to talk about advanced industrial inspection expertise. So this is a customer that applied this solution in Finland, do the inspection with advanced ultrasonic testing, checking if there are any cracks or any damage inside the material with real-time processing. So in this case, the solution applied was a AGX Orin, which needs more computing power. As for the SDK and frameworks, you have CUDA kernels, also Jetson integrated with GPU DLA pipelines. So the GPU is great for parallel computing, where the AI model using CUDA kernels. CUDA, if you guys are not aware of, it stands for Computed Unified Device Architecture, which is, let's say, supercharged instructions for all cores to run faster in the NVIDIA hardware. Then you have DLA, which is part of the optimized for running deep learning models efficiently and using less power. So the Jetson architecture is flexible in this case. You can assign some tasks to the GPU and others to the DLA, depending how your system, what your system needs in this case. So it allows you to run more powerful AI workloads, even on small or fanless edge devices. Okay, this is the SDK and frameworks in this solution here. In the next one, we have comprehensive aquatic health diagnostics. This is a solution applied in Norway, where they have multiple tanks and a robot equipped with HX Xavier solution. Each one of the tanks there in Norway can support up to 200,000 fish. We have this robot going around and checking the quality of, not only the quality of the water, but also the fish weight, the lease, and making the recognition, making sure they are healthy as well. The difficult would be for this application would be limited installation space. Of course, with so much fish, in 200,000 fish in one of these tanks, not only one robot, but there are several robots going around. For the SDK and frameworks using for this solution, we can think about the Isaac ROS and also Jetson ROS for sensor integration and camera streamings. So in robotic and advanced sensing applications, we can see connecting many type of sensors like cameras, lidars, right, and radars. And to control all these at the real time, NVIDIA has the toolkit called Isaac ROS. So ROS stands for Robot Operation System. So it makes easier to manage sensor data and synchronize everything at the same time. For example, in autonomous vehicles, or in this case here, the aquatic health monitoring. So it might need track fish movements and with many cameras to analyze the water and quality. So that's why using the Isaac ROS, which will help to handle all these inputs of data quickly and sending instructions to the system, to the robot itself, through the Jetson module. So it's really powerful for time sensitivity and multi-sensor edge AI applications here. Okay. So the next one, we have advancing agri-food sustainability. This application applied here in Belgium. It's potato sorting. So we have smart agriculture here. So detecting foreign objects if they are mixed with the potatoes and segregating which ones are the best ones. For this case, it was used a powerful Jetson module, which is the HX Orin 64 gigabytes, which I'm not sure if all of you are aware of, but HX Orin 64 delivers up to 275 TOPS. In this. For the SDK and frameworks, use the TensorRT for deployment and the PyTorch for training. So in robotics, for advanced sensing applications, let's say, you connect all the sensors, right? But also you can teach here AI how to recognize these patterns using the PyTorch, which is a very popular open source framework. That this is a step on powerful PC or server that should be developed. Then in combination with a TensorRT, you can optimize and run efficiently inside the Jetson module. So let's think, for example, PyTorch is the classroom where the models learns, and the TensorRT will be the gym where it gets fit and fast for real-world action. So the combination here of TensorRT and PyTorch makes the AI runs quickly, uses less energy, also keeps higher accuracy, and can be deployed in the field. So these are the solutions applied in this case here. TensorRT deployment with PyTorch for the training. Yeah. Then one case study we have with Finter, another customer. Here, transforming toll gate management with Edge AI. So here you have a software optimized with DeepStream, the SDK that I was talking about in the previous slides, and also NVIDIA TAO toolkit for model training adaptation. So TAO stands for train, adapt, and optimize. So it helps the customer to use pre-trained AI models, for example, with their own data. And you don't need the deep AI expertise in this case when you are using TAO. It saves time, and you don't have to start training from scratch. This is a great solution for cases like object detection, segmentation as well, or classification. For example, here we have the toll, and you have the cars and the roads, so we can detect what is trunk, what is car, and so on. So you can choose a pre-trained model from NVIDIA's Model Zoo. Use your own data set for fine-tuning the model with a TAO, and export with a TensorRT for fast and optimize deployment in the Jetson. Impact in the future scalability as well. So upgradable with NVIDIA Jetson HX Orin 270 TOPS AI performance. Scalable architecture with a unified CPU, GPU, DLA, all the frameworks and the SDKs that I was talking about in the previous slides. In this case, for example, this solution was implemented in Norway. So when I mentioned here revenue optimization, AI-driven accuracy, reduce unpaid tolls. So make sure the drivers is receive the ticket for the use of the tolls, because in Norway the roads are private. So this is how they guarantee that the driver receive the ticket for using the toll and the road. Compact and scalable solutions eliminate large PC-based cabinets. Energy efficiency, system power, yeah. Real-time processing as well. Okay, then we have here the MXM and the GPU cards solutions. Here AI accelerator, ARM AI platforms as well. With AI accelerator, we have PCIe card series, MXM module series, M.2 as well. For ARM AI platform, for example, we could be adding M.2 module as well. Then here we have the card, MXM card M3A2000. So this is Ampere. The benefits that supports error correction code, the ECC. It's designed for rush environments with operation temperature ranging from -40 to 85 degrees Celsius. It's a wide temperature range. It's also guaranteed for 5 years and available support, technical support, resulting in maintenance, reducing the maintenance costs and the time saving as well. In this case here, for autonomous shipping, power safer maritime navigation with this autonomous shipping. So fewer accidents, streamline good and traffic flows, enhance overall convenience as well. Then we have augmenting veterinary healthcare using the Ampere 500. So this to take care of our pets, our lovely pets. With, for example, portable solutions, you can be using this MXM card, for example. Okay, here I create a table with some tips and tricks of how you could be selecting your solution based on each one of the applications. So you have a basic vision tasks. You could be thinking about using a Jetson or in Nano. If you consider, for example, low cost entry-level solution, then you will have applications like compact mobility with AGV, autonomous vehicles and drones. You could also think about using a Jetson Orin NX 8 or 16G. This with a better performance with a small footprint. Then you have heavy visions, AI workloads. You can always think about using HEX Orin. We have a higher computing capacity. So high-end objection detection as well, segmentation. For ultrasound and signal processing, you could think about an MXM module, which use X-based solutions combined with the GPU acceleration. For harsh environments, also use MXM or a Jetson fanless system will be working fine. Wide temperature support and also ECC memory in this case. So I put the three phrases here, three sentences, so you can think about in a faster way for deep learning training. So you can use Jetson HX Orin, full Jetpack with a CUDA support. For low latency and real-time inference, optimized models with a TensorRT. And for low power requirements, you can choose Orin Nano. These for tips and tricks for you guys when you're thinking about a solution for Edge AI in combination with those Jetson units that I present, and also the MXM and the GPU cards. Yeah, so that's it for today. This is my presentation. Thank you. And let's see if you guys have questions for me. Let me know.
Thank you, Felipe. We have already 3 questions for you. Can you explain how Edge AI improves tollgate systems compared to traditional CPU-based setups?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, CPU, traditional CPU-based tool systems, they often use more higher power consumption in this case. So limited real-time AI capabilities because, well, compared to the Aetina Edge AI solution using a Jetson AGX, or for example, you're going to have more GPU acceleration, which will enable real-time object detection and also tracking for license plate recognition or vehicle classification. So not only this, it will reduce the system power below 100 watts because a traditional CPU based will be using, for example, GPU cards, and we will elevate the power consumption to much higher than 100 watts, for example. Another thing is that you're going to eliminate the need of multiple PC setups as well when you use Edge AI solution in this case. Yeah.
Okay. Another question. How does Aetina's MXM GPU module, like the presented A500 and A2000, differ from embedded Jetson modules in terms of application?
Right. Well, the A500, A2000, they are x86 compatible GPUs. So they are ideal for scenarios that are where it's dedicated for Jetson system is not suitable in this case. So let's say the portable veterinary ultrasound device that I show for taking care of the pets, or automation chips that use traditional PC-based architecture. So in this case, these modules, MXM modules, will offer higher performance GPU acceleration, but also ECC support, ruggedization for extreme environments as well, while the Jetson model are better for power constraints, like with less power if necessary. But I think this is the differentiation about using those GPU cards. So it will depend on the host architecture and whether they need a discrete or all-in solution. Yeah.
Okay. Another question comes from Jeremy. How does Aetina support software integration for developers working with AI models on its edge platforms?
Yeah. All the equipments from Aetina with the Jetson units, they are compatible with all the SDK and frameworks from NVIDIA. So in this case, using CUDA, but also the pre-trained models with TAO, you could be using those solutions to help you to develop your application. So all our systems are compatible and can be using all these SDK and also deep stream solutions. So this is the way that you could be leverage the Aetina platform and also the software integration for developing your own AI model. Yeah.
Okay. Last question from Sergey. What are the most common challenges companies face when integrating Jetson into existing systems?
Well, first of all, you need to have your own developed AI solution, right? For example, when I was showing the slides, some of the traditional solutions are developed in PyTorch. This could be convertible for the Edge AI using TensorRT. In this case, full integration with the one that you developed outside through PC platform using the PyTorch could be convertible. So I think this is one of the challenges that a developer will face if they are not familiar with the TensorRT. But there is a way for you to be combining your already deployed solution to integrate with the Edge AI, that would be through the TensorRT itself. Yeah.
We have an extra question from Sumi, Felipe. Do you know of audio analysis applications like speech to text and word spotting using Aetina platforms? And what SDK frameworks are used for this?
Okay, well, currently we don't have a use case scenario where it's using the audio solution for detection in the speech. But, well, I could maybe offline check if we could help on this. But at the moment, I don't have an example where I could talk more about that.
Okay. Can we come back to this question later next week and propose?
I'll be very fine. Yeah.
Okay, then we will propose the answer to Sumi offline next week.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. In the meantime, there's also another question from Michiel. Is a metal casing required for RF noise emission, or does the PCB provide shielding by itself?
I think would be needed, depend of the application, the solution. The PCB itself doesn't have, yeah.
I think the platform should be integrated in a box of the customer, and or let's say you have this fan or fanless enclosures which are dealing with this, isn't it?
And in this case, yes, we need to know what would be the solution to give a precise answer in this case, because okay, if it's, for example, the fanless or the embedded system with fan, these we know that they can support, but depending on the environment and also the end solution that the customer is aiming for, what they are planning to use this solution, then I cannot give a precise answer. So it really depends. We need to know what is the solution, what is the application for.
Okay.
In this case, yeah.
Maybe Michiel can send us an email with this question, and we will come back to it also. Next week, if we have the further details, what he means with this question. Is it okay for you, Michiel? I assume it is. We expect you. Okay. Thank you. Yep. All right. Questions keep coming.
Amazing.
That's good. It's good. Eh? We have a question from Abraham. How does Aetina plan to support long-term software maintenance and security updates for its Edge AI platforms, especially in industrial or medical applications where longevity is critical?
Well, for the platform itself, we guarantee until 5 years for sure, because this is followed from NVIDIA as well. Software-wise, depends of the solution. Like, for example, medical, I would say, okay, we have the security, but at the same time, if you have a solution that is already developed, I don't believe they want to change so much, right? So only if it's critical solution, critical security problem, then yes, we'll be supporting through our customer how to upgrade or update the software. This, we are always in communication with NVIDIA as well to make sure the software will be up to date. In our case, for example, in our platforms, because we have our patch dedicated for the hardware that's developed from Aetina, they will be deploying patches for updating the software, the Jetpack in this case. But yeah, whenever is necessary, we'll be there supporting according to the platform longevity as well, which currently is around 5 years. Yeah.
Okay. I think we are through all questions. Thank you for the attendance to pose these questions. And before closing this session, I want to phrase again that this webinar is recorded, so you can revisit it again if you care to look at the details one more time, or you can share the recordings with your colleagues who couldn't attend today. And there are 2 questions we could not cover completely, Felipe, so we will answer them offline next week.
Yes.
Felipe, I want to thank you for your interesting presentation and the Q&A section, your answers in this.
Thank
And,
you.
and to the audience, thank you for your interest and have a nice working day further. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
To everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.